Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Horrible Minecraft with me, JPT, here on the horriblenight.com Minecraft server. So this took way longer than I wanted it to be. Went to my sheep farm and groomed those suckers to where I have all this gray carpet. Yeah, that just was a little bit longer than I was expecting. Still not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this area, so right now it's just all covered. I think maybe this is going to be a potion station something. I don't know. But what I want to work on today, I've got a few things. Oh, hey, buddy. How's it going? How's it going? I wonder if we can get to him. We'll have to go through there. Ah! There's a hole there for a reason. That's where my bed is going to go. And I wanted to match this side over here, which I don't want to spoil just yet. But today, why did I say that like a hokey radio announcer? I should know better. Today we're going to tell everyone who owns the Wedge. That would be me, JPT. Just so you know. Come here. See ya, sucker. Very cool. So I have come up with a design that uses my initials, actually. And this is kind of a variation of how I initial stuff. At work, I have to sign a lot of documents. Like, a lot of documents. Or at least I have to initial them. So this is my way of doing just that. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay. I'm working off of a screenshot, so if it sounds like I'm not paying attention to you, well, I am. I'm just preoccupied, you could say. All right, let's go down. Bam. And then, let's see. Goes right there. Okay. Perfect. So I have 20 yellow blocks here, and what I need to do is I need to utilize those like I said, this is a variation of my initials, or at least how I sign stuff. Yeah, it was weird. Like, there was no sound there. That's really weird. There we go. So, JPT are my initials, and essentially, those sort of stem from going shopping with my mom when I was a kid. It's kind of a weird thing, but essentially, no one really calls me JPT other than a couple guys on the Horrible Night server. And again, my mom, sort of back in the day, yeah, that's going to get rid of those. She would always call for me whenever it was time to leave the store. Like, she would let me kind of run around, look at things if I wanted to. I'd be, still fairly close, you could say. But she'd kind of let me run off and do my own thing. And then whenever it was time to go, she would always say, hey, come on, JP. And so, oh, shoot. Do I have the touch on me? I do. Awesome. I've got the touch. Jump down. So I've started using my initials a little bit more as I've gotten older, especially, again, at work. Instead of sort of signing my name, I just signed my initials in this weird variant that you're about to see. Pretty sure that's it. But, whoa, destroying that. Jeez, Dig Dug, calm down. Let's see. Yep, I think that's about right. Except there's one that goes right here. And originally, this was set back one more, but what I did was I put these little fence gates to make it look like it's kind of hanging there, like a traditional sign. Yeah, we're not getting a good look at that at all, so let me dig these out. I wanted to backlight it, but I couldn't figure out a way of really doing that efficiently, plus I'm awful at redstone. So we're just going to leave that dirt there. And do I have... Where did I put those blue panels? Oh, don't look. Don't look at that. I hated that enchantment station, and I figured out a much better way of doing that. So, spoilers, it's getting changed today. I've got a design I want to show you. So I've got something in the stages, about halfway done. Okay, yeah. This is what I'm looking for. Let's see, I really need to cover that. I'm gonna end up, oh, no, that's right. These aren't going here. It's, cyan stained clay, my favorite block. That's right, I forgot it was a column of this stuff. There we go. Boom, boom. All right, very cool, very cool. Let's go look at that from below. And I'll sort of explain to you. So one's going to go on this side as well. I'm going to move that bed. Probably not today. I feel like the pace I'm going, I'm probably not going to get to that, which is fine. Gives me something else to do in the future. I haven't really seen any hostile... Oh, there's a creeper. I said I haven't seen any hostile mobs, and creeper just fell down. Where'd he go? Oh, see right there. Sucker. Stay away from me. I don't want what you're selling. How do I get up here? Dang it. And this one's going to be actually harder to see than the other side, so I should have probably just done the other side first. Yeah, that's really hard to see. Let me figure out a better way of getting there. Let's just pull up. As I just realized I'm not directly speaking into the microphone. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is hard to see. But essentially, it's a mashup. So you've got the top of your J. So the J goes like this, J. Then you got your P, which goes down like this, and it goes around like that. And then you've got your T. So there you go. Your T. So JPT. I think it's pretty cool. And that's the variation that I do at work. Instead of signing it, I do it sort of so that it's in one fail swoop. This T part isn't here. Actually, my J goes down further like this, and then the sort of the top of the T is more in the middle. But in Minecraft, it doesn't look as nice. But I initial that so I don't ever have to pick up the pen. It's just sort of a nice, like, and it's done. Which is, for me, is nice. Because I have to initialize a lot of stuff that I work on. I work in radio, just in case you're not aware. And when I do production work, they give you a form that you have to sign off on. And you sometimes will get about 5 to 10 of those a day. And it's just a lot easier at the end of the day just to go sort of put your initials on there. And mine are unique enough where people know who it is. Woo. I've put this gray carpet down. You'll sort of understand why. I really like gray. I'm a gray kind of guy. Oops, I need to go back here. I'm trying to make it so you guys can't see much of that enchantment station. Although you will see it, so it's not like I'm hiding it from you very long. So hang in there. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Don't look, don't look. Alright. That goes there. We'll pull up. And with these fence gates, you always have to have something underneath them, but as soon as you break them, they're fine. I always thought that was kind of funny. Sort of the physics behind them is a little wonky. Let's see. Can I do this? Nope. It is not digging that. And do that. And then go down, what, 2? Yeah. And then... Oh, well, those are just going to have to sit there. And then 2 go on this side. As you can see here, I put these platforms here because I knew I was going to do that. I've got a few things I'm going to do today. And I was like, yep, let's do this. Let's see. I think it goes like that. Yep, There's the J part. Let's do this without falling to our doom. And one goes right there, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and destroy all that. Oh, I forgot you can't. I jumped over it. Guess what I can do? I can walk through it. I kind of wanted to put something there. I wanted to give it a little bit more of a 3D look so that it looked like it was held off the building. Otherwise, I was digging through this and it just didn't look right. Also, originally I did it with gold blocks and I was like, that is too rich for my blood. Also, I'm going to replace all this with the gray blocks, sort of the opaqueness of that. It does this really cool effect, because I've got this whole wedge built in creative, but it does this really cool effect where it makes it look like the floor is floating, except for in the middle. There's like just one block supports, which I thought was pretty cool. So I plan on doing that, but that's going to take a really long time because we have some issues on the server with getting squid to show up. Like, I haven't seen a squid in months. Oh yeah, that's way better. So as you can see there's the T, and then you're my J like that, and then the P. So yeah, I like it. I think it looks cool. I think it sort of balances nicely with the other stained glass. And again, sort of that 3D look gives it a pop. If I was using Optifine, I'd sort of zoom in a little bit. But I think it works. I think it works quite a bit. So from a distance, like if you're over here looking at it, you would be able to check it out. By the way, I'm all alone on the server, although there has been recent activity. So there you go. Oh, that's a screenshot right there if I've ever seen one. I always forget to do screenshots while I'm playing, and so it kind of I always have to do them, and they don't look as nice because I always have to do it off of the rendered video. And sometimes, like, this bottom bar is here, and I hate that. So it's always nice to be mindful to take screenshots. The same thing goes for my games of Starbound. There's sort of a way of turning off your display, like doing that, so you can take screenshots. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. So yeah, through here you can kind of see the 3D-ness of it. I'm hoping that those vines will continue to grow down. I may have to sort of force the subject, but we'll see. We will see. Okay. Another thing I wanted to do involves these redstone lamps, but those can wait. Trying to think if I actually need all this stuff. I think I'll need these. Okay, so let's work on this enchantment station, because I was going to work on the column lights, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so this is my idea for a enchantment station. I always wanted to be able to step down into it and then have these surrounded by it, and instead I put them sort of above, and I really didn't like that. But my idea is to be able to step down into it. I can still enchant, stuff. Well, that's already enchanted. So, I can enchant stuff however I need. Oh, my wife is texting me. Nothing important. So here are my helmets. Here are my gold plates, my pants, my boots, my swords, all of my bows, because there's way too many in there, my picks, my shovels, and my axes and my hoes, because, well, those are not as prevalent, I guess. Another thing is I have my anvil here, and so what I'll be able to do is this won't sit like that until I go down and place these stone slabs. So the idea is that I will cover this up with my stained clay, although I don't think I have enough at the moment. So we're hiding these somewhere. We have to be. Where are my other ones? This is my main project stuff, but I'm not seeing the remainder of my... Oh, there we are. I was going to say, we need some of those. So the idea is to kind of give this a little bit of a 3D look. So as you can see, sort of the outline of that goes like that. And so I'm mimicking it over there as well. which is the idea. I'm all about symmetry with this particular project. I need to break myself of that on whatever else I do in the future. Also, I have like a chandelier type thing. There we go. In the works. I thought about doing this in another color, but I'm sorry. I love this block. Everything in here is so gray, and I'm working so hard to put some color in here for you guys. But if you're a fan of gray like I am, you just can't help it. Right now, I'm wearing a gray t-shirt. I just like gray. I like all the different tones and variations of gray that are in the game. I pretty much hate all of the other colors of the stained clay blocks. I don't hate them. That's a strong word. I just I find it difficult to put them to good use, I guess is a better way of putting it. So if I go like that, yep, so my head's still clear. I'll do the same thing on that side. But this kind of allows us to play a little bit with the floor. And one of the things that it allows me to do is that what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to enchant, I also want to be able to craft, and I also want to be able to repair. So if I put that there, it kind of blends in, which I think is really cool. So if I'm doing this, blah, 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 turn around, bam, do that. Plus, on top of that, now I can put a crafting table down here, which I have right here. So if I want to craft something, I can also do that. So, blah, bam, bam. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's sort of, I don't ever really have to step away from this, is the idea. Another thing, and I can actually step up on that because it acts as a half slab. I just have to be mindful that if it breaks, I'll have to replace it. And that happens. Let's see here. So I need some item frames. What else do I need? I need a lot of item frames and I need a lot of stone slabs. Okay. So here we go. So as you can see here, I've got a trap chest in the middle of these, which is important. And I'm putting down the half slabs here so that I'll be able to, open the chest. Dang it. But it also gives me the ability to play around with the way it looks a little bit. So let's see here. I've got an idea for this open part here. So let's see. Let's go ahead and put it like that. I think I'm going to run out of these actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough of these. So let me go ahead and put those in as temporaries. What I'm thinking about doing here is putting hoppers. And the reason for that, oh yeah, I should probably put those in there too. The reason for that is so that I can, hoppers are pretty much just storage containers. If you don't have them routing anywhere, they're just additional storage, 5 slots of additional storage. So plus, that way, rather than it just being sort of bland cyan clay, it'll give it a little bit of a look. I actually prefer the cobblestone walls. They look pretty nice, but they don't offer any storage. All right. And so what I can do here is I can actually place item frames above, and then that way I can sort of identify things and still be able to access them rather than do like that, because, clicking on that is nearly impossible. Oops. And so essentially what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to do this, and then all of my things are going to be iron, because I have a lot of iron. Plus I kind of like the way things are in white. So I don't have any pants yet. I thought about doing it in gold, but I think the white is just better. I don't know. And then I just have a bow. And plus, if I ever need to sort of, in a hurry, grab something, I can always just take it out of there. So we've got that. I'll just throw that one in there. And, ooh. I don't know if I want to... That's a really nice iron axe. So yeah, I'll need to put another one there as well. And another thing I can do is if I wanted to, I could put them on the back here, which is something that I considered doing, just in case like somebody else wanted to come in and identify things. Like if I'm in here and they can't jump in here while I'm in here, they could always just go around. But at this point, I'm not too worried about it. I think I have some hoppers up here, so let's go look. Last episode, I upgraded all the storage. I added extra room for storage. Still finding it hard to find some. Ooh, really? Just 3? I guess we'll just make another one. Don't come over here. Still not happy with the way that's placed. What is it? That and a chest. Oh, I don't have a chest, do I? I do down here, though. It's always funny trying to remember crafting recipes. There's just so many different things you can create in this game. That's one of them. It took me forever to remember what tripwire hooks were. So to build a hopper, you just do that, and then put a chest in the middle, and then you got yourself a hopper. So you just place it like that. Again, I'm more of a fan of the cobblestone walls. I wish you could do stone slab walls. I don't know. There's just stone slab walls, mossy stone. There's something with the mossy stone. I'm just like, why can't you just be able to? Why can't you just create mossy cobblestone by just taking, vines and cobblestone? There's just some recipes I don't quite understand why they're not in the game yet. All right, let's see. Need at least 6 of those, or 8 of those. The reason I love the fact that this is technically cyan blocks, even though they're pretty much gray, is because I'm able to create a ton of them due to the ink limitations on this server, which is why it was so hard and so long to get all this gray, because, well, we didn't have any squids that I could just go knock out. We have plenty of bones. Oh, I think some of that stuff went in the hopper. It did. That's funny. But see, just additional storage. You can stack 5 of anything in there. So there you go. A little storage area. Looks exactly like my screenshot, which I love. Come here. There we go. What was the other thing? Ah, yes, a chandelier. So there's my storage area. I've got, a sign up there. I pretty much, if I had another enchantment table, I'd put it up there just to sort of be like, ooh, look at me, I'm flashy. I have another enchantment table. But I'm not that rich. So let me go ahead and put these up here. So that I'm good to go. But essentially, cyan stained clay is my favorite block in the game. I really love these blocks as well, and I love the fact that there is now stained glass. Big fan of that. All right, so what's the other thing that I was going to do? Ah, yes. Need to go down here for a light. And this could change, actually. But I need a way of lighting this. Sort of this area on top and then this area underneath. And so I came up with a little bit of a design. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and put that there. Get all this stuff out of the way. Oops. Grab that in my lever. And that goes out. Much easier to do in creative. Just throwing that out there. Forgot how much dirt you'll need whenever you're scaling things. Put that there, jump up once. And then essentially what I can do now is if I can time it right, there we go, and turn it on. Haha. It's always best to turn it on before you put the fences on, even though you're going to have to finagle them just like that. Because they are... Oh, wait. That's not what I meant to do. Because they're a little bit silly. Because as soon as you get rid of the block, they are like freak out. They're like, oh, you're trying to open me. And it's like, no, I want you to stay like that. Well, these are another great block that I don't think you get used as often as they should. Because just, you don't think about them, other than for a fence. But there you go. Sort of, as you can see, it's just barely touching that, so it looks like it's kind of hooked on that. Plus, you can't really see the lever, so it kind of just looks like it's floating there. Plus, again, since that is an open block underneath the enchantment table, our block light will be brighter underneath. So now this area is much brighter than before. So there you go. I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to wrap things up for me. I think I want to take a picture of this as well. Bam. All right. So that's going to do it for me, JPT, here on the Horrible Night Minecraft server. Got some plans that are in the works. We'll see if those are in the next episode, mayhaps. I might take a little bit of a break and rally the troops and see what I can conjure up for you guys. But yeah, until next time, this is JPT. Go play your games. And I'll be seeing you.